Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about the power of discipline and self-discipline. Firstly, discipline is something that you'll need all throughout your life, in any aspects of life, to be successful, to build a business, and to be consistent at whatever you do, whether it's gym or anything that you're trying to become the best at. So, first of all, we want to just discuss what is discipline, and I've made a few points here, which I'm going to be just going over. Self-discipline is the ability to control one's impulses, emotions, and actions in order to achieve the desired goal. It involves making consistent choices and align with your long-term objective, even in the face of temptations or challenges. It's crucial for personal growth, success, and overall well-being, as it fosters habits of responsibility, resilience, and self-mastery. So, that's a perfect definition of self-discipline. What it is is basically having your long-term goal aligned with the actions that you need to do today. Um, so if whatever you're trying to do long-term, whether you build your dream body, that means the action that you need to do is go to the gym, train, and eat healthy. Even when you have the impulses to not go to the training or eat junk food, you need to have those discipline to basically um, overcome those temptations. So the psychological aspects of self-discipline. Um, so the psychological aspects of self-disciplines involves understanding one's thoughts, emotions, and motivations, while the behavioral aspects pertains to actions and habits that support self-control. For instance, a person might experience the urge to check social media during study session, which is the psychological aspect, but exercising self-discipline by implementing strategies like setting designated study times and keeping their phone out of reach, or out of sight. Like it said, we will all fall short of our willpower sometimes, and the psychological aspect of it is the temptations to go do so. Remember, our some subconscious is the ones that makes up our mind, and sometimes we don't have control over conscious control over what's going on in the subconscious sometimes, and then it will take over. So what you have to do is physically sometimes remove all temptations, phones away from your um, environment. And that's what discipline really is. Some of the most disciplined people, they don't have the strongest willpower. They just know themselves very well to the point where they know if they have the phone near them, they will not basically be able to get off it. So what they do is lock their phone away and lock themselves in that room. That's what self-discipline really is mastering self and knowing yourself. Now, how does discipline differ from motivation? Is the ability to work when motivation is lacking, and motivation is usually a burst of excitement to get the job done. Now, motivation is kind of like having that big energy bar, and then out of nowhere you use it up, and then now you lack motivation. Discipline, even when your energy is low, you get the job done that requires that high energy. So it's just pushing yourself um, to that consistency, and consistency is what is really required for any types of success. You will never see anyone posting two videos and then not post for another week and then post another one video 1 month later and then find success on YouTube. No, I made a deal with myself that I want to post every single day, and that's what causes discipline. That's what needs discipline, because some days I don't feel like making a video. Some days I don't feel like thinking of a video, and those require hard work. And myself would just rather be maybe watching TV or something, but I have to push myself to get the video out because that's what disciplines require to for success in any sort. So developing self-discipline habit. Now, one book I recommend for this is Atomic Habits. It really breaks down discipline in a more intellectual way, breaks it down to the point where you really understand why and the effect of um, compound habits and building small habits up to the point where it's so big that it's so recognizable. So, and that works for negative and positive. If you're doing negative habits, it will compound as well. So you want to be sure that you're on the right side of the spectrum. Developing self-discipline habit involves establishing routines, setting achievable goals, and implementing strategies and overcoming procrastination and distraction. It requires consistent effort and commitment to cultivate habit that promotes self-control and progress towards desired objective. So yeah, perfectly summarized right there by ChatGPT. Basically, developing self-discipline habits is also tracking and having a goal to work towards. And one first, I think a big part of it is having a goal. Once you have a goal, some of the disciplines really do come natural. Um, but it also requires you to be have some willpower and defeat those urges when it needs to be done, and the procrastination part of it as well. Benefits of self-discipline. As I already mentioned earlier in the video, self-discipline is what you need for success, and improving productivity and time management skills through self-discipline leads to increased efficiency and effectiveness in tasks. So, enabling individuals to accomplish more in less time, enhancing mental and emotional well-being, and long-term success across different domain of life are outcomes of self-discipline, fostering resilience, focus, and sense of fulfillment through consistent pursuit of goals and values. And this is so true because when you're really disciplined and you're working towards your goal, you'll feel more energy, you'll feel more fulfillment. Imagine going through a day where you didn't hit any of your discipline, and you never really fought those urges, those negative urges, and you didn't get anything done. You will not feel fulfilled that day. You'll go to bed feeling like you wasted it. And the days that you do something, you get your videos out, you do something with your life, you that's when you feel fulfilled, and you feel like you didn't waste your day. So those are benefits of self-discipline. Long-term self-discipline is a powerful mechanism. Like, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's one of the most disciplined football players, professionals of all time. He's 40 years old now. Now, most players his age are retired now, drinking beer, watching the Sundays leagues. Um, Now, what he's doing, he's still playing on top. He's playing for the national team, even if he's not performing as he is on his like top, at his like peak. He still has that body. He has that athleticism because of the discipline that he had when he was younger, and that shows how he compounded over time, and he's seeing the fruits and results of it now. Challenge and obstacles faced during self-discipline. So procrastination due to fear of failure or perfectionism, distraction from technology, social media, or other commitment, lack of motivation, or unclear goals. So these are some obstacles you may face during self-discipline journey. Number one, I think most likely you have to have a goal. Write your goal down, what you want to achieve. Secondly, have a clear plan and path and a schedule. Schedule is very important. Basically, writing down your schedule every single day, what you're going to do. I like to use Notion to plan out my day, my calendar, and everything, and that really helps me keep my day task open. So strategies to overcome this resistance and setbacks: break break tasks into smaller management steps to reduce overwhelm. Use techniques like Pomodoro technique to work in focused bursts with short breaks. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself to pass success to boost confidence. So that means remind yourself of past wins that you had for confidence. It's just about being your best friend, I think, and not self sabotaging yourself. I think a lot of us, when we're trying to get to a goal, we self sabotage, we overthink, and we overcomplicate it. But really, break down the task. If you have a 1 hour task to do of writing an essay, break that essay up into 15-minute work period where you can basically do that in fours. Just make it easy as possible to get to the first step, and then rest will follow. Just like I'm making this video right now. I once I press record, I'm basically in, and the rest just follows. I start talking, I read the notes, and basically that's the same concept. If you're trying to go work out, put on your workout clothes. Um, get outside, and then you'll probably end up in the gym and then finish working out. So it's the first step always. I think we're always overthinking it, thinking about the last step of like, oh, I gotta go to the gym, it's 5 miles away. Just put on your workout clothes and then talk about the rest. Dealing with temptation and impulses: creating a supportive environment by minimizing exposure to temptation. Use if then plan to anticipate and plan for a situation where temptation may arise, develop alternative coping mechanisms such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or physical activity to redirect impulses. So these are good ones. Basically, remove yourself from environments where you may fail at those temptations. That means being away from certain friends, being away from certain environments, being away from certain city, maybe um, just controlling your environment and to control that temptation, and then also controlling the backup plan. What if this happens? Then I will do this. Just be prepared. I think this is what it means. Dealing with the temptation, just be prepared for it. Know that the temptation is going to be there, and then have a backup plan. Maintaining and sustaining self-discipline. So discipline is not something you do for a week, a couple weeks, a month. It's something. It's a long-term journey. To be honest, it's a 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year journey, and I still fall short all the time. Uh, I think trying to be disciplined is also another thing. I think you just have to be disciplined. Sometimes when you're trying to be something, that means you're not that thing. So when you identify yourself as a disciplined person, that's when you're going to be a disciplined person. It's a shift in the identity. Consider a student facing repetitive rejection from job application. Instead of giving up, they persist by seeking feedback, improving skills, and maintaining a positive mindset. Suggestion. So breakthrough by framing setbacks as opportunities for growth, learning that from failures and seeking support from mentors or peers. Now, if let's say you're trying to quit maybe drinking, and then you went 3 months without drinking, and then on a Friday night, you kind of got carried away. You ended up having one beer, and then ended up just getting full on drunk. Now you might feel really bad about it yourself. The next day, you feel like, oh, I gave up. I'm a failure. But think about it. You went 3 months without um, drinking, and it's progress. Now, what you have is control over what's happening now. So now you just get back on the streak again. That's all you got to do. Don't think about the past. Yes, you made a mistake and you shouldn't have done it. But the thing is, discipline is a long-term journey, and then sometimes you will relapse. No one is perfect, and if anybody says that they are perfect in discipline, they are lying. I think even the best of the best, even Cristiano Ronaldo, they fall short sometimes. They probably um, eat junk food here and there, and um, yeah, they fall short. Everybody falls short, and it's just about who is able to stick to it long enough and basically keep going. So if you don't give up, you can never lose. Just remember that discipline is something that you need for your life to be successful. I hope you got something out of this video. Leave a comment down below what you're struggling with in terms of discipline. And yeah, I look forward to reading your comments. Have a great day. Bye bye.